I'm here to tell you all that life as you know it has ended.
Whatever do you mean?
You know what separates the winners from the losers, kid?
The score. What did you say?
What we're dealing with here is a complete lack of respect.
Think it over. Could be part of something.
Identified.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to the Steelers Sanctuary Draft Show. I'm your host, David Barrow, and we've got Dave, Trent, and Bob with us, full boat today. Figured we'd take a break from the Mike McCarthy bashing and talk a little NFL draft. We're going to start out with what we think the Steelers' biggest needs are. Bob, you got that slide?
Yeah, I do.
Right up.
What do the Steelers need?
We did a consensus pick here. I think I would do quarterback over wide receiver, but we got wide receiver, quarterback, corner, guard, safety, defensive line. And then 7 through 12 is back, linebacker, tackle, tight end, edge, center.
Technically, 6, 7, and 8 were actually tied.
Yeah.
And in our scoring system for the big board, all three of those are tied.
I think you can make an argument for either wide receiver or quarterback as the number one need. They need both desperately.
Yeah, I mean, let's be honest.
It depends on how free agency will shake out. I know you guys like Malik Willis and think he could be the answer. And God knows there's not many quarterbacks in this draft. So,
yeah.
No. Plus, you need 2 wide receivers in this somewhere. So, I mean, you might end up drafting 2. You could end up picking up one of them in free agency. Either one of the first 2 could be flip-flopped, depending on how you want to look at it.
I thought it was interesting that you guys all – I had tight end. I was the only one who had tight end in the top 5. Everybody else had tight end way down. I think that's a sneaky need. I also think if you get a good wide receiver and a tight end in this draft, that you're kind of accomplishing the same thing, because I think Freiermuth is going to thrive under Mike McCarthy, but Darnell kind of doesn't fit his offense. So I see him.
He had Mercedes Lewis for a number of years, and Mercedes Lewis played really well in that offense. I don't know that you can really rule him out completely. He still has a role.
I don't think he'll have as big of a role. I think blocking wise, absolutely, Trent. He's not going anywhere. I just don't think he'll feature that kind of tight end as much.
It'll be interesting to see how he designs the offense and who maybe Roman Wilson gets a new lease on life with Mike McCarthy as he's out of the banishment zone. You never know.
The local Pop Warner team isn't sure about signing Roman Wilson.
You guys were all on Roman Wilson for the longest time. Summer's already throwing names at us that I don't know. Trig Baylor,
Yeah.
tight end in third, game changer. We gotta get Sommer on this podcast.
Yeah, we do. Actually,
I've already tried to talk to him about it. I told him he needs to
eventually
jump in here sometime.
Eli, I like Eli Stowers, but we're going to definitely talk tight ends in another episode. But I really like Eli Stowers.
I think guard is the sneaky big need. Sayamalu's going to be gone.
Yeah.
You'd like to get a top-notch guard to put on this line and complete or a tackle and kick Broderick Jones inside, whichever side of the fence you fall on. But yeah, they've got 4 offensive linemen. They need that 5th guy. I don't know if you go veteran.
I almost wonder with the 3rd position change, but it could turn into a Mekhi Becton thing with Broderick. And Trent's kind of made this point, if we kicked him inside. But yeah, it really depends on who McCarthy brings on as an offensive line coach. He generally does have pretty good ones, though.
If they don't go quarterback, that Ione out of Penn State is somebody I could see.
Leone.
Or Ione or Leone, yeah. That's somebody I could see maybe. If they don't go quarterback first round or do nothing with a wide receiver. But personally, I wide receivers where I would go, but if they decide not to do that, I could see them going with him.
Guard is one position where there are a number of free agent targets that you could go after.
That's a good point too.
It's pretty heavily populated and nice guys. but
Well,
it'd
you
be
could build
almost a shame because you've built this offensive line now with all young guys and rookies that you've drafted. It'd really be nice to just finalize that one last spot with a guy from the draft, in my opinion.
I brought up
Well, you
last
could-
year. They should have. Go ahead, Dave.
I was just waiting to say that, like, they could also look to build this O line for that 27 quarterback they go get. That way,
Yeah.
the line's already there, ready to go. That's why.
Dave, your mic's kind of cutting out.
Oh,
Omar's MO to get a veteran left guard with Isaac, and he was there for, it was open over to sign Daniels, but I mean, it's not like, that was when they were transitioning before, Omar didn't have. I don't hate the idea of a vet left guard to go with whoever's playing left tackle versus getting it in the draft. Obviously, if we get it in the draft, we just take our lumps, like David said, and we build for the 27 draft.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Corner sneaky, depending on what you think of.
yes. If you can hear me. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you. If Asante Samuel's back, what you think of Brandon Eccles as a starting corner? Eccles had some moments for the Steelers.
Well, Eccles
Asante Samuel
is
didn't
back.
play a lot.
Because he signed that 2-year contract, so he's
Yep.
at least on the team. Samuel did post something about, he posted like 4 pictures of himself in the black and gold and put the black and gold little symbol on it. And I think he put that like, here we go hashtag, which I don't know if that's meaning he's like signaling to the team he wants to come back, but that's interesting. So it's possible if he signs, then that need drops down, I think,
Yeah.
a bit.
Well,
Probably down to just above the defensive line, maybe.
I don't love
Yeah.
Samuels as an outside corner, though. I mean, if Eccles and him were battling the slot and that was our nickel dime, I'd be kind of happy with that.
Don't forget James Pierre, too. Had a pretty good second half of the season.
I agree. I just wonder if he was such a Tomlin guy that McCarthy might move on from him because it was such an outlier over the rest of his career. But then again, he could be one of those guys who just figured it out late in his career.
Yeah.
That, hey, I'm pretty good. I mean, I would love it if he's the answer, just because we kept him for 6 years and all of a sudden now he could turn into a starter. But there are some pretty nice corners in this draft. Not as good as the last couple of years, in my opinion, but there are guys here that,
It's top heavy. It feels
Yeah.
top heavy. The top 3 or 4 guys are way above the rest of the class.
And then that guy McCoy is kind of an enigma, right? Because he was hurt, so we don't
Yeah.
we don't really know, if he's even going to test and if he's back to his form from last year or whatever. So that one's an interesting one. Am I the only one that would love a running back with a little speed somewhere in the middle rounds?
I
Put a
picked running back number 1.
You picked running back number 1?
Yes. Well, no, not in needs, but yes. But my first overall player in the draft is Jeremiah Love.
Yeah,
I love me some Jeremiah Love.
I'm talking mid rounds, maybe a speed guy / returner / running back. I mean, are we sure that whatchamacallit's coming back? He's a free agent.
Kenneth Gainwell.
Gainwell.
Well, that's the interesting thing, because if McCarthy's here and then Aaron comes back, Aaron's going to make a push to bring back Gainwell because he loves him. He loves the guy. So then
if Aaron's back, Gainwell's back.
Then again, running back falls off the cliff on this list. I mean, like,
it really does fall off the list.
I would rather probably not do this because, I mean, I know we just drafted KJ last year, but I feel like, what did we sign Jalen to? 2 years? He has two more years on top of this. It was like a 3-year total.
Yeah, it was a 3-year deal.
Yeah.
Okay, and it was an extension, right? It wasn't just the first year counted as the first year. Like last year was not the first year on that deal. So we have last year and then 2 more, I think.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to say.
I'm honestly a little worried about Jalen. I not from the sense that I think he's lost anything. I don't know that he fits McCarthy's system. He should. He actually would, I think, fit him, but I don't know. I could see that being a casualty.
I think McCarthy's
Yeah.
smart enough to know that he's probably one of the best offensive players on the team. He's got to find a role for him, find a way to.
Right.
I mean, unless you're if you're not going to go ahead with Warren, then you got to draft a running back earlier.
I don't think so. Honestly, I think I would wait on like a guy like Katron Allen. Katron's probably going to go in the 5th or 6th round.
Is that Penn State?
Yeah, that's the Penn State
Yep.
kid. He's the second of the 2 Penn State kids. It's probably going to
Hey,
get
man,
drafted because I think
yeah.
Singleton's probably going to go earlier. He's probably more in the 3rd rounds because he's got a little more burst, a little more catch out of the backfield type guy. But
But that's the guy
Katron's
I
a
want.
guy. Katron's a guy you could probably snag up in the 6th round, and he's going to be very similar to like what Monongai was with the Bears.
Ooh,
I mean, they have
nice
a
talking.
similar prototype, similar burst, power backs. Like I would like a guy like.
But isn't that
to
KJ?
go with KJ is.
I guess
I don't
not,
know.
right? I guess that's
I think
not really
I think
KJ's
you I
thing.
think you have to just say whatever happened last year, you cannot bank on anything with KJ. As much as I loved him coming in, Arthur Smith's not here. We
true.
may not. I can't remember. I have to look into what
Yeah,
McCarthy's
me too.
system was because I don't know what his blocking scheme was. If he's still zone blocking scheme, KJ could fit that, and maybe he gets more of a role this year. But you can't bank on it. You're going to draft a guy. You're going to pick up a guy somewhere. You need a 3rd back in the room, and they're going to battle it out for whoever's on the 2nd, of the list. But at times too, you could run 3 backs sparingly out of a system. So I'd be perfectly fine picking up a guy like Katron Allen, even if KJ gets a more significant role. Because Katron, he's a big power back.
And
If Tomlin was
In
still
today's
here,
NFL, at least.
if Tomlin was still here, you know how Tomlin loves those big backs. He would have been
Yeah.
on
There-
their board
there-
for sure.
there are
Yeah.
two guys. There are 2 guys. I think Love is the only 1st round back.
Yeah,
I think that's
so
a
too.
lock. I would really consider Jadarian Price moving up to get him in the 2nd because those 2 are so far. And to me, they're so far head and shoulders above everybody else. And Somber's right, and you guys are right. There are drafts. There are guys you can get 3rd, 4th, 5th round. There's always running backs you can get there who are good backs and could turn. But I think these 2 are like star level backs. Like, hey, this is our 3-down guy. McCarthy's never been a 3-down guy, but these are 3-down guys.
I don't see Price that way. I mean, Love, I get that, but I don't
Yeah,
see
you don't-
Price that same way.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Price
I don't
is
know.
actually the slower of the 2. They're both fast, but it's
I can't wait to see
expected
them
that
run.
Price will be the slower of the 2. I mean, they're probably both low 4.4 guys, but Price has a little more. Even though Love's a little bit bigger, Price seems to be a little bit squatter frame. I mean, he's not. Neither one are scat backs. I mean, that's why I said I think these guys are both 3-down backs.
And I guess we can't rule out tackle either as a big need because we don't even. Do they pick Broderick Jones' 5-year option up,
I think
or do they
it's
just let him play it out?
I think
Yeah,
it's
we
only
think-
tackle if one of the big guys falls. I mean, like if Mayaga is there, then I mean you got to do
Oh,
it.
you run to the podium if he's not
I'm
gonna be
drafting
there.
that kid if he's there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think. Hey, we're all in agreement on one.
I like the Utah kid too.
Lomu would be
Yeah,
the second of the
Lomu's
2.
Yep.
He's going to be one that
Yeah.
he potentially could be there for us. He depending on how many teams are tackled needy.
Yeah, no mock in the mocks I've been doing so far, I've gotten him like 7 out of 10 times.
Yeah, he's going to be right in that range.
All right, you want to do the quarterbacks list?
Yeah, let's let the games begin. We
We've ranked our
decided
top-
not to start with position number 1.
I didn't.
It only
You know,
makes sense. We wouldn't do our podcast if
Yeah,
it made
exactly.
sense.
When I said go with quarterbacks, I didn't realize wide receiver had come in number 1. This is my list. Fernando Mendoza 1, Trinidad Chambliss 2, Carson Beck 3, Ty Simpson 4, Drew Aller 5. Mendoza is going to be 1 on everybody's list. It's not even worth talking about. You guys know how I feel about Trinidad Chambliss. If you don't, you will after watching a few of these. But I love the kid. I think he's a winner. He's mobile. He's got a great arm. We're waiting on the height. That's a big thing for me. He's listed at 6'1". Rumors are he's only about 5'10"-ish. We'll see. That'll knock him down a peg for me if he's under 6 foot. I don't like shorter quarterbacks. My comp for him is Baker Mayfield. Feisty, fighter, winner, gets it done, similar height, kind of similar build. I like Trinidad Chambliss a lot. Carson Beck, third. Look, I don't like anybody else after Trinidad and Chambliss. I'm going to be honest. And even Trinidad I have as a mid to late first round pick at best. After that, I don't like Klubnik. I don't like any of these other quarterbacks. I don't like Ty Simpson. So Carson Beck's got the size. He's been in big games. He's won big games in college. It's the best I could come up with. Ty Simpson by default 4, because there's nobody else. And then Drew Aller again. It's the traits: height, weight, speed. Athleticism, big arm. I'd take a shot in Drew Aller and roll the dice over Klubnik or some of these other guys any day of the week in the 3rd, 4th pick your round. So that's my top 5. Who's up next?
Okay, we'll hold comments.
Yeah.
Until the end. You get all 4
I saw Trent in the corner shitting a brick over
there. Speaking of Trent.
Okay, here we go. The only list that matters on here. All right, Fernando Mendoza's top. Fernando Mendoza's top. Again, he's going to be the top on everybody's list. Ty Simpson, number 2. I'll be honest with you. I don't like any quarterback in this class where they will be drafted. Not one, even Mendoza. Ty Simpson, 2nd, because I think he needed more experience. This is a kid who probably of everybody needed to stay in school 1 more year to get a little more experience, because I think he has a pretty good gauge on the pre-snap stuff, but he clearly has gotten confused after the snap of guys disguising pressure and stuff like that. He definitely needed more experience. Chambliss is my 3rd right now. Out of attrition, there is no other way. I mean, there's nobody else to put in this list. Klubnik. Klubnik's a guy at the beginning of the year, he was the top dog. Everybody thought he was going to be the top quarterback of this class. He fell off of a map. If he can regain some of what he found last year, not this year, you're talking about a guy who had pretty elite accuracy. I don't know what happened between last year and this year. That fell completely off a map. He's athletic. He's undersized, but there's a lot of athleticism in him. And man, if he could find that accuracy again, he had some pretty pinpoint stuff. And Nussmeier, again, this is like a who the hell else do you put on this list type of thing. He's a pretty intelligent guy. He's a gunslinger. He's another guy that's a little undersized. He's about 209, and he's only 6'1". He's not a big guy. None of these quarterbacks really are on this list outside of Mendoza. He's a coach's son. He's got it between the ears. He just doesn't always make the right decisions. He reminds me a little bit of not prototype, but decision-making wise, like what Josh Allen was coming out. He would always make the right read, but then force it anyway. He's that kind of guy. So he needs to clean that up.
Mm-hmm. All right. Who's next?
I believe next is Mr. Cora.
Yeah, Fernando Mendoza, that's easy. He's the only franchise QB out of this whole crew. So not much to say about him. I want Ty Simpson next. Basically, Trent, literally half the stuff you said I was going to say. Son of longtime coach Jason Simpson. He is good at dissecting defenses pre-snap. The thing that kind of made me pause a little bit was he took a back seat to the Jalen Monroe the year before that, and Bryce Young before that. So it's one of them things. Build not great, 6'2", 208 pounds. Arm strength not great. Deep ball was inconsistent. 28 touchdowns, 5 interceptions on the season, 3,500 yards. But he's only had 15 starts, so kind of makes you want to beware of 1 year starters. So then I went with Trinidad Chambliss. Horrible build, 6 foot, 200 pounds, but 4.4 speed, and he has a rocket arm. There was somebody I was going to comp him to. Was it Milton who was like that? Who had
No,
a
Joe
rocket
Milton
arm?
was
No,
long.
Joe Milton's huge.
I'm
Oh, he had a
I'm trying
rocket
to-
arm,
trying
but
to-
Joe Milton was like 6'5", 240.
That's
Yeah.
right, big kid though, right? What else? 22 touchdowns, 3 interceptions,
I have a comp for
8
him. I was
rushing
saving it.
TDs. But another one-year wonder too. I mean, he had a championship, D2, Dave, that you told me about.
Mhm.
But as far as facing top competition, there's just not a lot there. But I think with the right coach, though, could make him a weapon. Fourth, when Clay Klubnik, do you guys remember he was a projected number 1 quarterback by some scouts going into the 25 season, and it did not go that way. Only 16 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. For comparison, in 24, he had 36 touchdowns to 6 interceptions. 6'2", 210 pounds. Has a nice deep ball, 4.6 speed, which he does use his legs a lot. Shows advanced pocket manipulation skills, but struggles to identify defensive schemes pre-snap. Not good when pressured. I think if people look at that 24 season, they're definitely going to see if maybe they could try to unlock that again. Alan Saunders said that he looked really good at practice for the Shrine Bowl. I think that's about to happen soon. So yeah, that's why I went with Cade at 4. 5, I went with Diego Pavia. Horrible build, 6 foot, 207 pounds. But the production, though, is really good. 3,598 passing yards, 29 touchdowns, 8 interceptions, but 10 rushing touchdowns for 862 yards. Was not expecting to see him have that many rushing yards. Scouting report, exceptional pocket awareness, devastating dual threat, mental toughness, elite deep ball. Bad things, arm strength limitations. As mentioned, undersized. Not really good at reading defensive schemes. But, I mean, the production's there. So I really liked what I saw that wise. So that was why I made it my 5th. There's a bunch of different, guys you could put really at 5th with this group, to be honest with you. I even looked at Taylor Green, but I'll let Bob talk about him. But, yeah, that was my 5.
All right, so let's do my list. Fernando Mendoza. He look, honestly, he's the only quarterback I think has traits and production, and he's the unquestioned number 1 pick in the draft. Trinidad Chambliss. I like Trinidad Chambliss. Dave threw out Baker Mayfield as a comp. I'm going to throw out Hefty Smurf as a comp because I think he's going to measure under 6 feet at the combine. And what the hell? We got short wide receivers. Let's have a short quarterback, too. I also do think he's got a little boxy, a little something to his game. I also think you could maybe do some weird things with him and maybe, get by for a year or two, making him a weapon, letting him run around. After that, I went traits. And the number 1 trait I hate in a quarterback is pissing in your pants when the game is on the line. So Drew Aller is out. He's undraftable to me.
Did you put Carson Beck in there?
Only because he's the only other guy with the traits, and I think he's just a tiny bit better, and I'll tell you why in a second.
Okay.
Taylor Green is a 60% passer. I think he's going to be a combine phenom. Would I love it? No. If it's day 3 and we get him in the 4th round, yeah, okay, let's take a shot. Let him come in and see what happens between him and Will Howard, who apparently Mike McCarthy loves, which is probably why he got the fucking job. Sawyer Robertson, guy I love. Somber called him out in chat earlier. I didn't like him as much at the beginning because of the Baylor offense, but the more I watched, he's got a swivel to his head. So maybe, and again, I'm not taking him in day 1 or day 2. Mendoza's the only first rounder. Trinidad to me is the only second, third rounder, and I want him in the 3rd, not the 2nd. Taylor Green, Sawyer Robertson are both day 3 picks. The reason I put Carson Beck over Drew Aller is because he's been in college for a decade. And the last kid who was in college for a decade who came out, another guy I was really down on, but can't kind of deny the fact that Bo Nix has been okay in the pros. So Carson Beck, Bo Nix, there is actually a lot of similarities to their careers. Carson Beck's a little bit bigger. He's not quite as mobile as Nix. If he goes to the right system, maybe. But yeah, otherwise, I'm not picking anybody. I mean, I might fall in love with somebody at the combine, but at this point, these are the 5 I got. All of them are over 6'4", except for Trinidad Chambliss.
Bob likes the big quarterback. So do I, by the way.
Fun fact about Carson Beck. 4 of the last 6 games, big games he's lost, he's sort of the game-losing interception.
Jeez.
He's
So talk about
definitely
shitting
got some
your pants.
issues. I mean,
And
they did win
I'm
what, 2
I'm
games
just
in the
going to put
playoffs?
this out there. I'm not sure that dude. Yeah. But I'm not sure he can throw a 12-yard out route. His arm.
I did
arm
hear
talent is
somebody
terrible.
say-
since he's got that surgery, he's got
Yeah.
terrible arm talent.
I did hear somebody say that they don't think he's fully recovered from that shoulder surgery still. That he may need another year, and he may need to rehab this offseason more to rebuild his arm strength. So, yeah, I take that point too.
I
mean-
just want to go ahead. I was just going to say, I just want to jump in and say this whole Cade Klubnik. We all thought he would. I never did. If we will go back and watch the old quarterback show when we did earlier in the season, I always said that guy was overrated. He's tiny. And he had a dynamite roster, and he did jack shit with it. I just don't believe in the guy. He's too small.
Didn't say that you did, Bob. I was saying the scouts did. I can't remember which guy it was. He came out with that top 8. Do you remember that episode we did?
Yeah.
He had Clay Klubnik as the number 1. That was what I was referring to.
They could do
That
a
was
30 for 30 on what happened to
Um,
Clemson this year. Honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
it's
it was
nuts.
just bizarre.
It was
There's
almost
talent
every
on that
scout
roster.
had him top as the top pick.
Did
Everybody
he
had
get
him.
hurt?
Well-
Did he get hurt, or was he just that much of a drop from 24 to
It
go
was the
from
whole team.
36 touchdowns to 16? Like,
Yeah, the whole
God
team
damn,
cratered.
that's-
It's weird.
It's like they all quit on Devo at the same time.
It's strange for sure. I don't understand it. I mean, maybe you didn't, Bob, but I did, and a lot of the draft experts had Klubnik top of the list as prospects for this year as a quarterback. And if you go back and remember some of the shows we did and how much we were so excited about this quarterback class and how it's fallen through the floor, it's fucking amazing.
It's incredible. It's incredible.
Because when you think about it, most of us had Mendoza or Chambliss 1-2. And neither one of those guys was top 5 going into this.
I had Mendoza number 1.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did. If you go back and
You gotta
look,
go
I had
back and-
Mendoza number 1 way
Who
back
had-
when.
Who said Chambliss was top 2? Wait, say that again, Dave. What?
I said
didn't
we
have
all
Chambliss.
had
He's saying right
on our
now.
list. Right now,
Yeah, I
we
didn't
all
have any of these other guys. I think you actually had Sawyer Robertson, Dave, in your top 5.
I did. I like Sawyer Robinson going in.
God, I can't remember that far back.
I'm not so. He's got size too, and he's a little bit athletic. It'll be interesting to see how he does in the combine and some of these. He's at the Senior Bowl, right? No.
I liked Lenoris preseason, but by the time the 3rd game rolled around, I was on Mendoza. I was like, that's it. Mendoza's the top guy.
I remember McShay bringing up Mendoza, and I'm like, Cal transfer. I don't know, but
Yeah, I don't think I was that far. Not Mendoza, no. Actually, if I remember correctly, he was not on my radar at all.
that's what
Now
I'm
that I
saying.
think
But
about it.
between all of us, Mendoza
Yeah.
and Chambliss are at least top 3, and we didn't have either one
Yeah.
of them.
No, you're right.
And
Yeah,
Bob said he
you're
had
right.
Mendoza, but
Mendoza was nowhere near my.
Look, let's
It was-
be honest. If
Good.
if Arch Manning declared, Mendoza would not be the number 1 pick.
Probably not.
No.
Probably not.
My comp for
I-
Mendoza
maybe-
is
I don't
Kirk
know.
Cousins. He's Kirk Cousins. He's
But
more
I said that
athletic.
too. I said that
He's
too a
more
couple weeks
athletic,
ago.
but everything else, he is Kirk Cousins.
Except he wins big games, and Kirk Cousins never did.
Yeah, that's kind of a big thing.
I mean, it's
The kid's got brass
It's-
balls.
It's hard, but it's college, and he played in big games in college. Where Kirk Cousins went to Michigan State, he never played in a big game in college.
Yeah.
This is also tough as fuck, man. I mean, that shot.
But he never
took-
made the Big Ten championship. He didn't play in any big bowl games. He didn't
Well.
play in the national championship. Like he didn't
No,
go
he
through
didn't.
that same cycle that Mendoza went through. So that's what I'm talking
No.
about. You don't know Mendoza. He's going to go to the Raiders. You think he's going to win fucking big games with the Raiders? He can win a fucking
Not right
big game.
away.
That roster is a dumpster fire.
Well,
Yeah,
It is.
So I mean, you can't say he clearly won big games and Kirk didn't. They're the same fucking guy.
yeah,
Our
but we didn't
talent
know
is
it.
the
We
same.
didn't. The point is, we didn't
Mendoza
know.
might have a slightly better arm.
Yeah, one guy went to a team that has won national championships and has won the Big Ten. And one guy went to the losingest program in college football history and turned them into a national champion. I don't know that I'm buying the Kirk Cousins count.
It's because of the personality.
I see Phillip Rivers, honestly.
Oh, Phillip Rivers. I don't know.
I mean, he wasn't the guy who turned the program around there,
Not
Bob.
quite.
You can't say he turned it around. Indiana was in the fucking playoffs last year.
Did they win?
Indiana was right in the hunt last year.
he was part of it. I don't think
They brought in, like,
that O-line is going to
20,
get
25.
Mendoza
I mean, he was a part of it, but you can't put it all on him. They brought in 25 fucking transfers.
The Raiders have some pieces. They got the running back. They've got a tight end. They get the quarterback. They're going to have to fix the line, like Dave said. They're going to have to fix that line. It
Well,
depends the coach,
Tyrone
too. They
said
haven't
it.
hired a coach yet, right?
Here, let me give him credit real quick. Tyrone said it.
Yeah.
There.
Yeah.
Right, Raiders O-line going to get in there. Yeah, it probably. But, yeah.
They've got some pieces. You know?
I just see him as Rivers like coming out of college. Rivers was highly touted coming out of college. You know, there's just something about it. When a guy can win the game, when the
Where did
game's on the
Rivers-
line, he makes the fucking play.
I don't even remember
You know.
where Rivers went to school. Where did he go to school?
North Carolina State, they beat
Yeah,
the
that's
shit out of Notre Dame at the Gator Bowl. I was there for that game, and I was so pissed.
Oh, jeez.
I like this
That was-
comp a little bit. Jared Goff. He's more athletic than Jared Goff, though.
He's got a better arm than Goff, too, I think.
He probably does.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
That's why Kirk Cousins was the comp, because I think he and Kirk Cousins have very similar arm talent. I mean, it's pretty damn close.
I think
He's
the
more
Goff
athletic
comp's
than Cousins.
Pretty good.
He's more
Well,
athletic
I
than
can-
Cousins.
I can definitely see the Goff comp, too, because I mean,
That's
let's
cool.
look at what Goff has been successful in. It's the timing offense that Detroit runs, and Mendoza runs a timing offense in college. It's similar. That's a good
Taylor
comp.
Green's
Even his throwing mechanics are similar.
yeah.
Mhm.
Taylor Green's a roll of the dice, right? He's got the size, he's got
complete.
the speed, he's got the arm.
It's a
just-
complete roll of the dice.
He just-
Overwhelmed. He played pretty
The-
good, though, considering he was overwhelmed by the SEC
The
competition.
production's just not there. A lot of interceptions. Wild inconsistency game to game.
Arkansas's coaching
Um,
wasn't very good, and the team wasn't very good either.
I'll
Yeah,
tell you what,
yeah.
it's the 24 season where Taylor Green was impressive. They had that big win against Tennessee, ranked number 4 at the time. I had a big win against Texas Tech, too. I'm trying to remember what else. But yeah, it was 24 that's kind of put Taylor Green on the map with scouts from what I've read.
You're rolling the dice on the bottom 3, as far as I'm concerned, on my list.
Oh, yeah, no doubt.
I mean, and you could make the argument that you already got that guy in the building with Will Howard. You know, a big guy
Correct.
with some traits. I don't.
Yeah,
I think,
what's the knock on Howard? It's his arm strength, right?
it's
Yeah.
his arms
Yeah.
and his accuracy.
Well, that's what I was going to say. His accuracy went from being around 57% to 60% for 3 years, and then he skyrocketed when he went to Ohio State. And he was 72% that final
So
season.
you give him a couple wide receivers, you're fucking set.
Taylor Green's a
We
guy,
talked
he
about
just-
this. We know what he's going to do. He's the man. Just whatever.
Get him the Ohio State receivers, we'll be all set.
Oh, exactly.
I got Magic back on board with me.
Taylor-
Green, I like it.
Taylor Green is a guy I mean, if you're going to draft a quarterback in this class for the Steelers, I mean, if you're drafting late in the 7th round, Taylor Green's going to be there because he's either going 7th or he's undrafted. I mean, it's
Well,
just the type
that's
of guy.
why I
But
like
the
these.
traits. The traits is enough to stash him.
Yeah. I'd rather
mean-
have him than Klubnik or Nussmeier. Give me somebody with traits. Because those guys, I'm convinced they're not going to do anything in the league.
I just like the dual threat guys. Like, go get a dual threat guy
Yeah.
on day 3. Go ahead, fuck it. Like that's fine with me.
It'd be interesting to see how McCarthy. He kind of adapted a little bit. Dak used to be kind of a dual threat guy. He's not so much since the second injury. So I'd be interested to see what he would do with that. You know,
Would Klubnik
Who
be
d-
the guy they target then?
God, I hope not.
good
Like,
Lord.
God,
they
I hope
think-
not.
Well, I'm just asking, if McCarthy, if that's his thing, developing QBs, if they think they could unlock that 24 Klubnik, dual threat, was
Trying
a
to think of the
projected top guy. I'm just throwing it out there.
Look, I don't want
I'm not-
Vanity Smurf running my team, and that's what. At least give me Hefty Smurf with Chambliss.
Well, he's 6'2". He's taller than like
I
Chambliss.
don't think he's 6'2"
Taller
for
than-
real.
Same height as
What?
Simpson.
No,
I mean, like
I think if we're
I
being
get what you're
realistic, Klubnik and Nussmeier probably measuring at 6'1", 6 foot, and Chambliss 6 foot, maybe a little under. These posted heights right now, you know, the
Maybe
colleges do them a favor by giving them a couple inches.
They weigh in slightly more than Ronda Rousey.
What the hell are you talking about, Bob? Oh my
oh,
god!
that's good.
Well, can we all agree? Don't draft a quarterback in the first 2-3 rounds.
I'd
Unless
hope-
you could really
Oh,
get
yeah.
up to number one.
Yeah,
I
well,
mean-
aside from Mendoza, which I think they have absolutely no shot,
I-
because the Raiders are not going to budge.
I hope they don't take one till like the 3rd round. Go get a
Yeah.
wide receiver and
The
go
only
get one
guy-
of those other needs we talked about. Just
Only name I'd be cool with being called in the 3rd is Chambliss, because you got 3 third-round picks.
Yeah.
If they call anybody else's name but Chambliss or by some miracle Mendoza, then then you've compounded the Mike McCarthy mistake.
Which they're going to do.
Simpson doesn't make it out of what, the 2nd round?
I don't think he makes it out of the
He
first
didn't make
round.
it out of the first round.
Yeah, in this class.
Ugh.
And let's keep in mind, too, that Chambliss is suing to go back to school. And now I'm hearing that he might win this challenge. So we might have to take him off the board completely. So we're going to be down to, and then I'm definitely out. Take a dice roll on Bob's guy or Al or somebody with some traits that we can at least say, well,
Yeah.
you know, the guy's big, strong, and fast, and we'll figure it out after that. Don't give me, please don't give me Ty Simpson in the first round. I will die
Yeah.
if I got to deal
yeah.
with McCarthy and Ty Simpson as my combination going into 2026. It'll just kill me.
I've got some bad news.
I know.
Everything that we think they won't do because it's so
Exactly.
horrendously bad, they do. So-
Exactly.
At this point,
Well, not in the
Buckle up.
drafts though. Omar hasn't had. You can argue Broderick. I would say no. Some people would say yes. You can argue Broderick, but they have had precious few misses in 3 draft classes.
If
They're
Waddle's
not going
gone-
to make a.
if Waddle's gone though,
I
Bob,
don't even
this gets interesting.
I don't even think if it's Weidl's gone. I think it's Art Rooney meddling, pressuring
It
them to
could
get a
be- It
quarterback.
could be any of that. It could be
Yeah.
if they have the other Colbert running the draft board. If Rooney sticks his fucking beak in it,
That's the
it
thing
could
I'm
be
most
anything.
afraid of.
So all bets are off with this. We could predict whatever we want. They're so fucking unpredictable now. I have no idea what the fuck they'll do.
Interfering in the coaching search is one thing. I don't think Art is stupid enough to interfere
Yeah.
in the draft. We have
Dave,
not.
Who did
You're
we
not
interview
saying-
that
Go ahead.
said, was it Zach that told us that Rooney was the guy behind Kenny Pickett? That he wanted the pick guy. It was Zach or
forget.
one of the guys we interviewed.
Yeah, it was one of them.
Yeah.
Him or
So-
Nick. Maybe I forget.
Yeah, or maybe it was Nick Faribault. One of them said he was
Well-
the driving force behind that. So don't put anything past him.
But we know one thing. McCarthy likes to run the spread. He's going to want wide receivers here. They're probably
That's
looking
good
at
then.
wide receivers
That's a good thing.
for sure
Yes.
this time.
Please go get the wide receiver.
You
please.
feel better about that going into the draft than what we've had with Tomlin and Arthur Smith. I mean, he does want to run more of a spread offense, so he's going to look at wide receiver at least in round 1 or 2.
Yeah, I was going to say though, McCarthy has a track record too.
Yeah, the Packers
He
don't
was-
draft wide receivers in the first round either, right?
He was part of that Green Bay. Hey, we got Aaron Rodgers, but fuck that. We don't need to pick a wide receiver.
Look, he's gonna go trade up, get Carnell Tate, give Howard his guy. Let's fucking roll. That's what's gonna happen
Right.
here. Okay.
Since quarterbacks is kind of boring, who's your best wide receiver? Just do your top wide receiver in the class.
Ooh,
Because I like that kid Jordan Tyson.
yeah.
That's the kid.
Jordan Tyson's the guy.
Yeah.
I think
That's
he's
the
on
kid you
IRB
trade up
the
for.
best.
Someone
That's-
comped
That's the kid out of
CeeDee
Arizona State,
Lamb.
right?
what's that?
Jordan Tyson's kid out of Arizona State, correct?
Yeah, Arizona State. Yep.
Okay, yeah.
I saw a comp of him of CeeDee Lamb. Like, oh, now you're talking.
easily inside the top 10. He's
Yeah.
probably in this 7 range.
But if you're going to
Especially
trade up,
seven
that's the
range.
guy you want.
Yeah.
especially based on the fact that Ted McMillan had such a good year, so they're going to be okay with people, West Coast type receivers. Not that there's ever any bias against a West Coast receiver, but personally, I like Tate as long as he runs under 4.5. If he runs in the 4.4s, I like Tate.
Yeah.
Then again, I like
Ohio
the
State fans
receivers.
The Ohio
ain't
State fans
running-
saying nope.
He ain't running under 4.5.
You
He's
don't
a
think Tate will?
contested catch guy. No. There's a rumor he runs like a 4.56.
Oof.
That's
What about
Keon
Lemon?
Coleman range.
It's not the end of the world.
Mackay will run in the 4.4s.
Makai Limbo. Okay.
That's
Oh, yeah.
that's number 2 for me.
I
Mackay
can't.
Lemon.
Was he the one that's also contested catch kind of guy? Like I've
No,
only seen
no.
a couple that they
Boston
say
is-
he's got the speed.
Boston is your other contested catch guy. He's a kid out of Washington. He's probably
Okay.
going to run in the 4.4s also.
Yeah,
he's
he's
a big
fast,
guy
too.
though.
6'4",
he's
yeah.
Yeah, I was
Now,
gonna
you
say. I thought he was 6'3", 209 or something.
You don't like
6'3", 6'4",
you
somewhere
don't
around
like
there, yeah.
Conception, right, Trent? But he's
I don't
another
like Casey
speed guy.
Concepcion.
Isn't he a speed guy though?
He is. He's like
Also
5'11",
special-
190.
Special
Slot guy.
teams guy as well, right? Isn't he like really good special teams guy too? So it's actually double dipping
He's a-
with that. I don't know. I
he's a-
kind of like Conception. That's just me though.
He's a punt returner. They move him around in that offense. He lines up in the backfield. He lines up in the slot. He lines up out of the Z. He had a pretty evenly spaced chart.
Tell me
as
we
far as,
couldn't
like,
use a
his
special
alignments.
teams guy. Like that would be. We could go for one, unless you want to keep rolling it back with what Warren and who else?
That's why I'd rather have a back in the third with some speed that can do kick return also. 3rd, 4th round guy.
You said a
Give you
running
a
back in
little
the
both.
third.
Yeah, or 4th.
Yeah, we
That
tried
can
that.
give you some
last
speed
year.
and some return ability. That
Tried that
to
last
me
year.
would be nice.
Yeah,
Um,
it'd be
go ahead.
interesting to see, though. I mean, I McCarthy's been pretty good about picking wide receivers. I mean, if he was really drafted in Green Bay, but I'm sure he had input. Look, go find us the next Devontae Adams. You did it once, do it again. But he found guys like Jordy Nelson, and I guess Jordy Nelson was kind of there when he got there.
Hayden. How do you pronounce that? Wedgen?
Iowa.
All right.
I know the name. I haven't really seen much of him.
Iowa wide receiver, so nobody up until the Senior Bowl is going to watch him catch a pass.
Yeah. Personally, like Trent was saying, Tate is kind of a contested catch guy. We kind of need that because DK is not that. I mean, DK is kind of our speed guy. We already got our speed guy. We got DK Metcalf, and we're stuck with him.
I
So
can't have enough speed for me. Keep bringing in speed receivers. Can't have enough for me.
This Wedgen.
Mackay Lemon would be
But-
beautiful with this team.
If and this is a big if you were looking at going after Tate, I think you sit and wait on Boston. I don't think I would
Yeah.
trade up and
Then trading up.
go after.
yeah,
I would
Good
wait
point.
and
Good
take
point.
Boston because Boston's also another guy who's a contested catch guy. He has
With more speed.
Actually, he attacks the ball. Like he goes up and attacks the ball really well. He's probably one of the more underrated receivers in this class because the 3 at the top are going to get the most conversation around him, but he's not far off. It's between him and Lemon for me, and Lemon's more of the route running like specialist. A lot of people are
Yeah.
talking about him being more of a slot guy, but to me he's very similar to JSN. Like he could play inside or outside. I love Lemon, but Boston would be. I wouldn't trade up for Tate as much as I love my Buckeyes. I
Yeah.
would not trade up for Tate. I would sit and wait on Boston because he'll fall right in your lap.
Trent, I told you about Chris Bell from Louisville that I liked. He had fucking knee surgery. I didn't know it. I just found that out.
Ooh.
So
But
I
a
don't even know if he's
late
gonna be ready
guy,
for
a
training
guy
camp.
later in the draft, maybe.
Maybe later on because his tape's good. I really liked him, but I don't know how I missed it. But he had knee surgery, so they're saying maybe ready for training camp.
Cooper
the
in the
Alabama-
third would be nice.
the Alabama kid could be interesting in the 3rd or 4th round. Bernard.
Bernard.
I just saw Somber had him in the top 5, his top 5. Yeah,
I think
Yeah.
he's in the 2nd round. I don't think he falls to the 3rd,
yeah, he might.
I mean,
especially if he tests well.
and honestly, I think we got to look at the fact that all 5 of them. I think Bernard might be there when we pick. Maybe if we're lucky, Boston, but realistically, we need to be looking at guys like Bernard because I don't think they're going to go till the 2nd. Oh, meaning the Steelers are not going to go. till the
Not
2nd
drafting a
round.
receiver till the 2nd round.
Yeah.
You mean?
Only because, like you said, they probably have to trade up to get one of these guys. Maybe not Boston, but probably Boston, because I have a feeling if he's still around 15, 16, 17, he might go before the Steelers get on the board.
I mean, we probably should say wide receiver for a whole show, but I like the Brazzle kid from Tennessee too.
Mm-hmm.
He's got
he's slipping on some boards.
Yeah, he's got some Martavis Bryant vibes.
He's slipping down into 3-4,
right with the attitude too. Well, those are the kind of guys I like.
Just real quick on the McCarthy thing, because we're talking quarterbacks. If it's true that what really put him over the top for the job, and I'm starting to think this because of all the reporting on it, if he was so high on Will Howard, did he talk Art into you already got the quarterback in the building?
I mean, I wouldn't put it past him.
I've already said this is obvious, guys. We know the quarterback's in the building, okay? We know.
Did you see the thing? Did you see the thing today that Kozora posted?
I did not.
McCarthy lied to the Cowboys during his interview. He told the Dallas owner that he watched every single play of the 2019 season, and then after in an interview
of the Cowboys,
and in an interview later he said, "Well, I didn't really watch all the plays, but I did what I had to do to get the job, right?" So this guy, I don't know. I don't want to get us down a rabbit hole, but it's just another thing to throw on top of everything else that we don't like about this hire.
I mean,
and to your point, you probably told Art, "Yeah, Will Howard's great. We'll use Will Howard just to get him a job," and then he'll discard Will Howard as soon as he gets in there and go in another direction.
I will say this: if there's any truth to the Kenny Pickett story that Art pulled the trigger that we heard, then we'll know that's a fact if they pull the trigger on Drew Aller. Because if they pull the trigger on Drew Aller on day 1 or day 2, monumental, huge fucking mistake. And then we know.
Bro, if they would do that on day 1 or 2,
day 2's third round with 3 picks.
Yeah,
if he's the last of the third round picks,
he's not. No, you got to go day 3.
No.
Dude, there's nothing. He's got the build, but that's it. There's nothing.
Look, I'm not saying I expect miracles from him.
But don't get me wrong. I'm there with you. Like, just nothing there. Like, it's.
If you want to make sure you have Drew Aller, make sure you might have to use a third round pick on him.
That'd be
someone's going to fall over the traits.
Their last pick in the third round.
He's not worth making sure that you get.
Am I doing my math?
Well, I'm saying if they like him and they think they could sneak in and get him.
Because there's more picks in third. I think their 99th pick is that last pick in the third round. Does that sound right?
Something like that, yeah.
But if it's true about the Pickett thing, Art will take over, and then they'll go one with Aller because we can't risk, even though Pickett wouldn't have gone before the third round probably.
It's a super interesting thing. Where would Kenny Pickett have gone if the Steelers didn't draft him? I honestly don't know.
The 99th pick is the last pick from them in the third round. Then the 121st pick is the 4th round pick. When I did my mock on Tuesday, I had Drew Aller, them taking him with the 121st pick in the 4th round.
All right, let's play.
I'd be happy.
Let's play this game. Is Drew Aller better than Shadur Sanders?
Yes.
No.
We don't know. How would I know?
3 different answers. How do you like that?
Definitively no.
Shadur went in the 5th round, so why are we talking about this kid in the 3rd? That's my point.
I don't want him in the 3rd.
Well, we know why Shadur went to the 5th because people didn't want to deal with Dion, and B, he had kind of an attitude. If he keeps his mouth shut and Dion's not his father,
he's not playing much better than a 5th round pick right now, though. He's not playing better than a 5th round pick.
Well,
he's playing maybe. I guess you could say he's playing like maybe a 4th round pick.
Yeah, he's middle of
3rd round pick. Is he comparable to Jalen Hurts? Is Drew Aller comparable to Jalen Hurts? Fuck no. Really close.
Let's add a wrinkle: Shieldhouse and Sanders versus McCarthy and Aller. Now choose.
I'm not taking Aller.
I was already not in a great mood, but Bob, you had to bring that up and remind me that.
That's a great question.
The rapid fire video.
That's a great question.
If they get Shieldhouse,
I told you guys, I'm all in on Shieldhouse. Give me Shieldhouse and any
I love the kid.
And if it doesn't work out, give him another quarterback.
I mean, Dak was a 3rd round pick. Is fourth round pick? Yes, fourth round. Is Aller on that level?
No, but Dak's
No.
way outperformed the
No,
fourth round. In hindsight,
You're-
he should not have been a fourth round pick.
Trent, you're making a good point. Yeah,
But this
Russell Wilson
But
was a
these,
third.
these are the guys that you're projecting in those spots because Dak was not Dak coming out of college. Dak wasn't Dak coming out of college.
Yeah,
Like
True.
there was a lot of serious questions about him, and this is the same thing with Aller. His questions are much more severe than the questions you had on these other guys. Shedeur at least had the accuracy. Aller doesn't even have the accuracy on his side. He has the prototypical size, the arm talent. He has arm talent for days.
Yeah.
He's got Josh Allen arm talent.
he does. That's
But he
what
also-
you gamble for me.
You know,
Who would you take? Who would you take in the third round? Klubnik or Aller, if you had to?
Can I just cut off my hand instead?
I'd take Aller. Give me the traits. Give me the
did
traits.
Aller? What did Aller do in his last season with Warren?
His last season, what?
With Warren,
Choked in the semifinals.
like I don't
Warren.
think he did anything.
And how much of that is the coach? Because James Franklin is infamous for choking in big games
I-
way
I
before
know,
Aller ever
I
got there.
know, but there's nothing. There's nothing. There's not clutch games. There's not
I
big
know.
time throws. There's not.
I-
There's nothing there. There's not. I've watched this, Dave. I watched this.
I
I've
know.
watched almost every Penn State game. I want to tell you this kid is, but it's not there. It just isn't.
Somber
It
brother.
just doesn't
He's on
Has-
Sawyer Robertson.
as Aller and more TDs than Mendoza. He threw more than 41 TDs this season. Or you mean
Yeah, but
career?
again, the Big 12, those numbers get skewed a little bit because that's a
there's offense too.
Yeah. Hey, interesting. Magic brought up Dak Prescott. He was the best quarterback in the draft. You know, looking back at that class, I don't know that Goff and Dak is an interesting comp. But
I still. I don't know.
I think
don't
I
know.
still go Goff because he's gotten to his
I like
Super
the
Bowl.
golf. Yeah, I like the golf.
But,
Yeah, but
I will
Dak
admit
Prescott's never
that's
played for-
close. There's probably no wrong answer there.
For Sean McVay, you know.
Yeah, there's probably no wrong answer there. I mean,
That's a
in
tough
between
one.
the- But then we were talking about Drew Aller, and there was a quarterback picked 26 in that draft. Paxton Lynch. Drew Aller is Paxton Lynch. Or better yet, the next quarterback taken was Christian Hackenberg. So take your pick. So,
Ugh.
I don't know. I can't even remember what. I know Hackenberg was a dud, but I don't even remember what he was
Wasn't
like in
Hackenberg
college.
taken by the Jets? that right?
Hackenberg was taken by the Jets.
Okay, thought so. Wow, I remember
He
that.
did get on the field, though, for a game or two.
I think
All
he
right.
did. Yeah.
We got to get out of here pretty soon. Trent,
Yeah.
give us your comp to Chambliss. I know you're chomping at the bit to get that out before we get out of here. Go ahead. The floor is yours.
He is a low rent Kyler Murray.
See, here's my thing. That's what separates him from Kyler Murray because he's got a way better work ethic and attitude than Kyler Murray. I think comparing him to Kyler Murray is super
Well,
unfair.
wait. How
Well,
good
I
is he
mean,
at Call of Duty? How good is he at Call of
That's the
Duty?
thing. I don't think he's
I mean,
about that.
If we're gonna make a comp, sir, like
Hold on, I'm going to defend Trent here. I don't think that's a bad comparison. If you took let's be honest. If Kyler Murray's talent, if his desire had matched his talent, he probably would have been a really good NFL quarterback.
But that's what I'm saying. I don't think you can compare them personality-wise at all.
I don't
At
think
all.
he is. I think he's
No, I'm just
comparing
talking about the
skill set,
traits.
right?
The traits.
The height, weight
That's-
is a little off because Murray's a little thinner, but a little.
What is Murray's
I
height
think the height-
exactly?
5'10". I think 5'11".
I'm
5'10".
hoping that Chambliss is taller than
Chambliss
5'10".
to me looks that height, but it's hard to tell.
It's hard
I'm
to
sure
tell.
Kyler
I looked up
Murray
Baker
is
Mayfield.
faster.
I think Baker Mayfield was 6 foot even coming out of college.
Yeah, he was.
So if he can get there,
Mayfield never had that kind
Thank
of
you,
athleticism,
Somber.
though.
Thank
No, not
you.
yet.
Making the argument I've been making for fucking weeks.
what he's the kid. Listen, why doesn't he want to declare? Think about it. Mississippi's offered him $5 to $6 million. If he's a mid-first round pick, he's not even smelling that. It's money. And the kid's smart.
Oh, if he's a first rounder,
Yes, he will.
he's getting that money.
Mid first round. He's
$6
getting
million
that
in 1
easily.
year?
Oh yeah,
Yes.
he's getting like 12, 15
Easily.
million.
Mendoza's
Second round
going
is where it
to
drops.
20. Mendoza's getting what 27 for the top pick.
I'll go
Yeah,
back
top
and
pick's
look at
like
it. I don't think
27
they get
million a
$6
year.
million a year if you're like 16, 17, 18, 19th pick overall.
You go at the bottom
yeah.
of the first round, you're getting 8 to 10 million a year.
Oh yeah,
Well,
for
how
sure,
about that?
easily.
Yeah, you'd have to
That's the
look that
thing. That's my thing with him. That kid, he seems scared to go to the NFL right now.
He's not
Because he
scared.
don't think he's
That's
ready. I'm
ridiculous.
telling you, he does not think he's ready. He's been in college 5 years, Dave. He's played for fucking ever. If
He
you're
had to
not
play
ready by now,
Division
you're
II
not
for
going
his
to
whole
be ready.
career. You got to throw that out. You got to throw that out, dude.
Okay, but why?
It's not like he's one of these
Why
guys
did
that's
he
been
play
hanging around like
Division
Carson
II?
Beck that graduated 4 years ago and just hanging around just for the fucking parties and shits and giggles. The kid was Division II.
Let's be honest.
Why was he Division II, Dave?
He's a second or third round.
Oh, that's
pick.
fine, Trent. But he's competed in Division I now at a high level, so you can throw the Division II stuff out the window.
Yeah, but he's at
gonna
best
be
a second
24.
or third round pick. He's not going to
The
be a
age,
first
throw
round
the
pick.
age out. The age is not an issue.
No, if he comes back next year, if he can go back to college and comes back next year, there's a good chance he could get himself into the first round.
He's in the first round this year, most likely. If you need a quarterback, who are you taking?
So what's the point? So
I
what's
don't
the
think so.
point? Why go back?
I don't know. I don't
He's
know. I
less
thought
likely
that-
to be a first round pick next year than this year because that class, all these guys that went back,
Yeah, I
You're
think I
competing
agree
with
you. I
all
think
of
he's
them
less
now.
likely to be a first round.
this
pick.
is the class to come out in. If he's going
And
to
you're
be
risking injury.
a first round pick, this is the one.
And the
Okay.
coach, with the coach gone, Mississippi's not going to be as good. So
Hey,
I would,
have-
if I was him,
I have the entire rookie scale right here.
All
Okay.
right, what is it?
So if you're the top pick in the draft, the total value of the contract's $55 million. Year one is $10 million. Then it goes down to $9 million for the second pick, $9 million for the third. Middle of the pack, 15 is $4 million, 4.1
That's what I
million.
told you. I told you.
So
So if he's back half of the first round, he's getting
Yeah,
three. What's
I
25, 26?
I
Yeah,
checked,
but
but I
it
thought you were
slides
right,
up.
Dave. I thought it was
The-
like 4 to 6 million range.
But it
so
slides up though. The further you go in the contract, like Broderick was what, picked 20, 19, 17, somewhere in there. His fourth year
15.
option or his fifth year option is $19 million.
well, I'm just telling you what it says here. So
What are you? 50-year option? Is that what you said?
Yeah, his fifth
No,
year
because the
option
50-year option is an average of all the players put together. That's how they get the 50-year option. That's not part of the contract. That's an average of all tackles
yeah.
pay. That's not part of it. What's the 23rd, 24th pick get, Dave?
All right. 23rd,
You're
3.5
talking about the
million year one.
franchise tag, Dave. The franchise
But that's how they
tag is the
get
average.
50-year options too, though.
So
I didn't think it
3.5
was under the
mil
same scale. Maybe you're right. I don't know.
with the 23rd pick, 3.5 mil year one, 4.4 year two, 5.3 year three, and 6.2 year four.
So he can make more money next year at Ole Miss.
So he can
than
make
he
this
can at
6
pros.
mil now with Ole
That
Miss.
money's guaranteed.
Then
And then come back to the NFL the next season and get
wait a
$500,000
second.
a
Wait
year.
a second though. This is smart because he's not a projected first round pick. He'd be a projected second or third round pick.
He's borderline right now.
So he would
Borderline
make
first.
sure. Anyways, he would make less money, way less.
Oh, if he goes to
than
the
just
second round, it's not even
staying
close.
with right. So it is smart for him to just take the 6
There's
mil.
nothing scary about it, dude.
But if
No,
he
it's smart
comes
for him to
out
do.
next year, he ends up being a 5th round pick because he's got fucking 15 quarterbacks in that class and he's the 14th
Yeah, but that's-
quarterback.
Maybe
That's
he
a what
believes
if.
himself
I
and doesn't think that's going to happen.
But that's a what if though, Trent. What if he does really good and makes him the top whatever? I'm not saying he will, but I can play the what if game too. It's just one of those things. He's taking a chance. He's going to get his 6 mil now, and then he'll
Look, I-
come and see if he improves his draft stock.
All right. Hold on. The game starts in 1 minute.
Yeah, we should probably wrap this up.
Yeah.
So I just got one thing to say. Broncos, let's ride.
Yes, please.
And just like that, I left everything. See ya!